what's crappin'? Welcome back to Velox 18. We are here in the yard getting warmed up. We got the Purple People Eater right behind me, warming up. The Purple Fender People Eater. I don't know. I don't have a name for this truck yet. Purple. Gus pronounces the color purple, Herple. I'm gonna call this the Herple People Eater. I like that. All right, let's get rolling. I gotta get down to Nashville, up to Nashville, over to Nashville, around to Nashville, and pick up a dang load, or two, or three. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Roll the music. Nashville. The other guy that runs this Nashville to Crossville run was warming up his truck when I got to the yard. So I turned my truck on. I went and did my pre-trip, let it warm up, and washed my windshield. Well, as good as I could. We don't have squeegees or anything, so I just did some paper towels and water, but anything's better than what it was. So anyway, trying to let him leave because he likes to do 3 loads up this way, at least once or twice during the week. So kind of wanted to let him get ahead of me and, you know, not have to be behind me the whole time, especially on this road because I drive it slower than the other guys drive it. I don't know, I'm not in a hurry, man. Never get in a hurry. But anyway, so I was kind of trying to let him go, and then he stopped at his car for like a long time. So then I was like, all right, well, I gotta go, man. So I ended up pulling out, and then about 10 seconds later he pulled out behind me. So I'm like, might just get up here and then let him pass me once we get to the interstate, because I think I'm only going to do 2 loads today. Mrs. Velox has a women's thing at church that I didn't know about until last night. Well, and she didn't really even know if she was going or not until last night. So then she told me, well, I'd like to go. And I said, oh, well, I didn't even know about it. And yes, I want you to go. So anyway, probably just do 2 loads today and then head home. But we need yeah, so I'm not in any hurry. That's all I was saying. So I realized I was bright lighting this guy, and it distracted me from what I was saying. I was one of those people just rolling up behind people, bright lighting them. All right, catch up with you guys down the road, and we'll see if we can let the other driver pass us here. He might only be doing 2 today too. I don't know. We'll see. Hey, LeRon, you got a copy?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, you trying to do 3 today?
What did you say? You asked me if I need to get fuel?
No, I was just asking if you were trying to get 3, because I'll let you run in front of me if you're trying to get 3. I'm only going to be doing 2 today. I think this CB stinks.
Yeah, boy, I'm supposed to be going to
I think he said 10.4, but I don't think he had a 10.4. I think he had a come again, but he didn't want to ask me again. And I didn't hear what he said at the end. But either way, I may just take it nice and easy on the way. If he stops in Murfreesboro and gets fuel, then I'll take off. If he ends up staying on the interstate, I'll just let them run, let them get a little bit ahead of me. It's really not a big delay, 5 minutes when you're there, whatever. A few minutes, a couple minutes for the scale, a couple minutes for the load. It's about a 5-minute difference, but it can make a difference on your timing on your second and third loads. So if he's trying to get 3, I'll let him get 5 minutes in front. Get a 5-minute head start to try to get his day over with, because it's a long day. I did it yesterday. If you watch yesterday's video, we ran 3 and it was a long day. There's no other way to slice it. I don't even know the number of miles I ran, because it was a decent amount. That's all I'll say. Because I actually don't know the number, but my guess is over 700. So I think, I'm pretty sure. Boom, there he goes. All right. So we're going to let the big dog eat. Let that 389 stretch its legs. Then we'll just pull up the rear, let him run, and get his loads done. And we're going to take a chill pill today. Take it easy. So we're about 30 minutes later than we left yesterday. So I think we should be loaded by about 5:50, something like that. That's my guess right now. So we'll see if I'm learning this run or not. We will see. All right. We got scaled in. When I got here, nobody was here. No trucks. So I'm thinking my coworker maybe had to stop and get fuel. I didn't really do much to let him pass me. He was going to pass me regardless, I think, because we do have governors on these trucks, top speed governors. We're not governed on our RPMs, and these trucks aren't neutered, that's for sure. They're real trucks, but they are top speed governed. They do have top speed limiters to make sure the guys aren't hot rodding around too much. So I think his is a little higher than mine. I'll just say that. His might be a little higher than mine, because he took off on me a little bit, and I was up against the limiter. Once he got in front of me, I was up against the limiter, and he kept pulling away. So I haven't ever talked to him before, so I've just seen him, and I know he runs this haul all the time, and I've seen him do 3 periodically. So I don't know what his schedule is, or what I don't know where he stops to get fuel. I don't know any of it. But I just wanted to kind of be accommodating to him, since he got to the yard before me and he was kind of doing his thing. And then if he's trying to get 3 done and I'm only trying to get 2, then I'll let him save the 5 minutes, and he can load in front of me. But I didn't need to do that. He was perfectly fine how he was. I see the headlights now coming down the pike, so we're gonna get loaded up real quick here. Here comes the loader. So we'll be out of here 6 o'clock at the latest. At the latest. All right, 6 o'clock. We're loaded up. We will get tarped up. Yeah. You guys can't even see that anyway because it's so dark out here. The sun's not quite coming up. But scaled in a little lighter because we did the extra load yesterday. So then I was thinking about asking him for more, but instead I just went ahead and asked him for the 24 tons I normally get. Well, I'm glad I didn't ask for more because, let's see, did we? Yep, we landed. All right. Glad I didn't ask for more because he ended up giving me 24 and a half anyway, even though I asked for 24. So that would have put me over. I scaled out at 79.6 with me sitting in the truck, of course, but yeah, there's no scales between here and there, but you know, just like to be law-abiding. And I don't think they'd let me scale out here if I was too heavy. So anyway, we'll go drive off into that sunrise. And oh, dag nabbit, I forgot my sunglasses again. All right, well, let's see how far we can get up there before the sun starts blinding us. Let's roll. Trucking through the Music City. Old Nashville. Good old Nashville. Very photogenic city. Good old Nashville, folks. All right, because we ran that extra load yesterday, I'm gonna go ahead and stop and get fuel now. I don't really want to push it. I was thinking maybe I'll stop on my way back when I'm empty. Might as well just stop now. No hurry today. Let's just make sure we don't push ourselves too far here and end up in a bad spot on the fuel gauge. So take it nice and easy today. Nice and easy. All right. Look at sun shining, backlighting the cross. Yeah, it's like the glory of the Lord. Let the glory of the Lord rise above us. Let the praises of the King rise above us. I don't know. Maybe if you were a Christian in the 90s, you remember that song? That's an old one. That's an oldie but a goodie. Anyway, all right. I digress. We dropped our first load over there at the customer. Got in and out over there. Had to wait for one truck. In fact, it was the longest I think I've ever had to wait since my first day when I was following someone, which obviously you got to wait when you're following someone, but this was the longest I've ever had to wait at that customer. But I didn't catch anyone on the way out on the scale, so it was a wash. It's the same. It takes like 10 minutes to get in and out of there, 15 tops. So we got in, we got out, we're headed back to Nashville, get another load, do another loop. We'll be back around here in about 4.5 hours, and then we'll be headed home. So yeah, let's just keep on trucking. sorry. I shouldn't.
You say McCandless 108?
Yes, ma'am.
I shouldn't make fun of people's accents. I got a goofy accent myself. And the longer I'm here, the worse it gets. Because I don't just sound like a Californian anymore. I sound like a Cali-Tennessean. I actually had someone say, I thought you might be from Canada or something. I'm like, man, that's weird. That's a weird accent. But that's how I sound. I sound weird now. I don't know. I mean, I've always sounded weird. Because we all have our own dialects and accents that we have, and California has definitely got their own style. But shoot dang, I'm adding in a little country to my accent now, and it just makes me sound awkward. But all right, we're gonna get back here. They load me out of this yellow building back here, back around the backside of the pile, and we're gonna get loaded up and headed back east before we even know it. I mean, it's gonna be quick like. It's gonna be amazingly quick, fantastically quick, quicker than you can say. I don't know. What's a funny thing to say? What's that lizard? The yellow-bellied something lizard in the movie Holes? That's what I was trying to think of. I just couldn't think of the dang words. Faster than you can say. It's one of those funny southern sayings that my new coworker says. Oh man, my grandpa say he was madder than a three-legged cat trying to bury poop on a frozen pond. We'll get loaded faster than that. Faster than you can say that. How about that one? All right. We got back up. I'll catch up with you guys down the road. There's not a lot of room. The loader hasn't come to clean up this whole area. Sorry, that's loud. So kind of found a little nook, backed in around the corner. I didn't know how much of an angle I could have the truck at. I know I've seen one guy unload, but I don't always want to do what I see these other guys do because they've got a lot more experience than me, so they know the pitfalls. But I don't want to. Look at my little hair coming out the bottom of the hat like that. Anyway, all right, hold on. Whoop. Oh yeah. So yeah, like these guys have been doing this a long time, so I don't want to just think I see what they do and then mess it up. You know what I mean? So the reason I got out like that and kind of had a concerned look on my face wasn't anything crazy. It was that I never opened the tarp. I don't think it damages it. Waiting for it to lower down a little bit more. It doesn't damage it, I don't believe, on this trailer. I know others that can, but this one doesn't appear to be a risk of damaging it. But as a rule of thumb, I think it's good to always have it opened back up so that it doesn't get caught, and so that my thank you, and so that when I go back to get reloaded I don't have my tarp closed, because that would damage it, having a loader just boom dump stuff on top of it. I hope that they would catch it, but you know, those guys are used to us doing our job. They're not trying to do their job and my job. And if they're not paying all the way attention, or at night, like when I get loaded, not at night, but in the morning, when it's dark and they load me, they may not be able to see that smoke tarp or whatever they call it. So anyway, I gotta go open the tarp back up, make sure I didn't do anything, make sure it didn't cause any problems. It didn't. I went out and checked it, and then decided it was already halfway up and I'd have to lower the whole thing to open it. So I just went ahead and kept dumping, and then it's fine. But I'll inspect it on its way in just to make sure I didn't do anything dumb, and then we'll be out of here. All right, you guys let me know if you see anything and that little tear on the right side was already there, so don't be blaming that on me. It does keep Moving over further though, I need to slide it all back over. See that? It's been doing that more and more. That didn't just happen. That's been like that. All right, no harm, no foul, I guess. All right, let's roll. All right, we are on our way. And these folks in this Ford Fusion got themselves a truck tire in the trunk. And truck tires are a little bigger than you think they are. You feel like, no, it's not that big. Yeah, it is that big. It's bigger than you think. So if you think you're gonna put it in a trunk, you're gonna end up driving down the road with the trunk open and a ratchet strap holding it closed. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. You better write off these miles. These are business miles right here. You're hauling repair equipment. Why'd you, old man walking here? Oh, he's on the side. He's on the side. All right. Well, we'll get on down the road. I'll catch up with you guys when we get to the yard. You guys want to get a good look at this tire here? Let's see. Yeah? Not bad. Not bad at all. Love the ingenuity. Alright. Catch up with you guys when we get to the yard. We're not going to do any driving footage. We did driving footage all the way up here, so you've had your fill. We'll just fast forward straight to the thing. Alright, we made it back home. We've been home for hours, actually. I realized I'm editing the video right now, and I was like, I never signed off. So this is your sign off. We had a good day, quick day, easy day. Amazing how short it feels when you just did a 14-hour day the day before, and then you have like a 10.5-hour day, and you're like, I can do this every day for the rest of my life. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So yeah, we're signing off. Velox out. Love you guys. Peace out. See you on the next one.